I got blocked. Hi, I'm Cressy and I'm pissy, and welcome to my crash out. Story time. So, I basically got blocked by this, wasn't really a situationship, but kind of was a situationship, if you know what I mean. I want to just set this off by letting everyone know I have been single for more than a year and a half now. My ex and I, we broke up literally last year on New Year's Eve. So that's one way to bring in the new year. Anywho, so last year I was my healing girl era, and I am now ready to be a menace. I'm just kidding. Not really. Anyways, me and my girlfriend, we go out to this concert and we're having a great time. It's just us two. And of course, at the end of the night, we're like, let's go grab a bite. And so we head to this one restaurant and we're waiting in line, and these three guys stumble up upon us. And clearly, they are also having a night of their own. And they ultimately seem very harmless. If anything, we were the menaces. Let's call them Wham. So one of them is named W, one is named A, and one of them is named M. Clearly having a good night because one of them almost falls into a trash can. And W is just trying to chop it up with us the whole night, asking us, how was the concert? Who should go see? Just trying small talk. And A is just kind of in the background. So this restaurant that we happened to go to, they had a couple of small tables and a few booths. And so W suggests, why don't we all sit together and we can get seated sooner? Me and my girlfriend look at each other and we're like, okay, we know stranger danger, but you know what? Why not? So we finally get seated and we're all kind of just staring at each other because honestly, we don't really know what to say. W, being the chatty person that he is, starts it up with the icebreakers. What's your name? How old are you? Kind of just the basic. Once the ice is broken, we are just ordering more rounds of drinks. Everyone's starting to get comfortable, and it almost feels like we've known each other. And this was the beginning of Wham Bam. The night ends, and the three dudes who have literally no social media presence whatsoever, aside from M, who has like 50 friends on social media, and the other two just don't even have any. We exchange our social media, and he is kind of the only linkage. A couple of days go by, and me and my girlfriend are like, we're literally never hearing from the end, but we both get DMs, and lo and behold, it's M who sends us the same copy and paste message. Like, sir, you can come up with anything a little bit unique for both of us? Literally the same. And he's basically saying, he had such a great night and glad that he met us, and that if he wanted to hang out again, here's W's number, which is odd that you're giving us W's number but not your own. But whatever. Me and my girlfriend are like, okay, are we just going with this? Anyways, fast forward. So Wham is created, and we are hanging out here and there. W is kind of the one who is planning all the events, but we find that we both have a lot of things in common. I think we just liked each other's company. And so now Wham becomes W and C. And we're keeping it really light, super casual. But me, after coming out of my healing girl era and just honestly loving the single life, I had to just let him down nicely. I mean, we're hanging out. He's meeting my family. Oops. My friends are knowing his name. It's getting a little bit more progressive than I would like. We have the talk, and everything is good. Everything is so cordial, so mature. And, we kind of end things on a really lighthearted note. Or so I thought. A month and a half goes by, and we literally don't hear a single peep from each other. I hear nothing from the other two. And me and my girlfriend are just kind of back to living our single girl era life. And then, of course, we end up going out, and maybe life was just way too peaceful. But we decide to call M, the one who initially gave us his social media, and decide to call him and ask him, "How are you doing? Haven't heard from you in a while." He answers, and he is probably like, "These girls are still crazy." But of course, he's a gentleman, and so he just entertains a conversation. And so, I'm like, maybe I'll call W. So I call, and my line goes straight to voicemail. And I'm like, that's weird. Let me try it again. Calls, goes straight to voicemail. So I tell my girlfriend, "Can you call him?" Girl, when I say that dial tone was the loudest I've ever heard, it rings, but no answer. Me and my girlfriend look at each other, and I'm just baffled. This man really blocked me. I don't know whose ego is more hurt in this situation, his or mine. Anyways, well, that was my crash out of the week. So